Hey everyone, Mike here. I review nootropics. During this video, we're talking about modafinil and what is the terrible truth. The terrible truth about modafinil is that it's really not as great as you think it is. Firstly, this is just 100 milligrams. It's like the size of half of your nail, and it's a nootropic which you would take right in the morning. I'm noticing a lot of people are taking it for the wakefulness effect, the being more productive version of yourself, but there are some things to consider and some warnings before you go ahead and get some modafinil. Three things that modafinil does very nicely is it boosts your energy, it boosts your mood, and it will make you a lot more focused, a lot more concentrated. But the problems that it has that people may not talk about is that you're kind of concentrated on the wrong things. Firstly, your concentration is just way out of whack. So those are three great things, and it does those extremely well. But let's talk about the cons and why people are not using modafinil every day. I'm personally only taking it like once or twice per week if they're like half work days, or if I just need like an uplift in energy to some extent, or I want to just shift my perspective. Notice I said I would take modafinil on days where I'm working half the day, and that is just because modafinil is such that you're in a really good state for about 8 hours or so, but afterwards, like after those 8 hours, your productivity is like lower than your baseline productivity if you hadn't had modafinil. And it's what a lot of people talk about, the modafinil crash. That crash is almost like you just turned dumb. You experience this overwhelming brain fog from anything you do, and you can try to nap it off, you can try to eat very healthy food or just hydrate more, but I don't know how else to put it. You just feel like your IQ is lower and you just really feel dumb. The second thing I'd really dislike about modafinil is I find it very difficult to connect with people. I'm somebody who's in sales. I'm having conversations on a daily basis, like 20 to 30 very, very important conversations. I'm going to meetings, and I need to have the ability, the emotional intelligence to talk to people, to some extent know what they're thinking, and being able to deliver a message which I know will resonate with them. However, with modafinil, it's almost like I'm so impatient that I cannot have a conversation with anyone. I'm just like, get to the point. Which makes modafinil a good tool, I'd say, if you're somebody that is like an online entrepreneur just working from a desk, or if you're somebody like an accountant, you don't have to have much interaction with people or clients, but you're pretty much just like behind a computer. And that being said, that is what admittedly makes it good for students. I find that my reading, my learning retention is way higher with modafinil. My reading speed is up maybe twice when I take modafinil. So there are some times when I really like it, and I'm just so tempted to catch up on reading. I love books. I love reading about self-development. I love reading about stuff related to psychology. So modafinil, man, it is marvelous that way. Now, so if you were to ask me how do you know if modafinil is right for you, that would just depend on your personal circumstance. Are you a student? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you in sales? Like, what does your typical daily schedule look like? And just knowing that, being cognizant of your schedule, and then just deciding from there. Of course, if you do decide to introduce a new supplement to your stack, then just be mindful of other nootropics you're taking. There are interactions that a lot of people don't know about. For instance, like, believe it or not, taking vitamin D increases your calcium absorption. So if you're already high on calcium, then that may be an issue for you. So just be mindful of that. Of course, as always, be safe. Hope you all found this helpful. Be sure to subscribe. View the description box for some other links and my website for more information, and I'll look forward to seeing you all soon.